Okay, it's that time to throw down and start attacking the weeds. This is going to be video one of a two-part series showing you everything you need to know about cool season grass and how to keep it weed-free. So let's get out of the weeds. If you haven't seen it already, I'm excited to announce the Out of the Weeds Lawn Guide, a simple step-by-step guide that shows you how to have a beautiful lawn. This is a 44-page guide that breaks down everything you need to know from seeding to fertilizing to weed control, and it even has product recommendations and the exact schedule that I follow year after year. This is available now as a digital download for only $10, so get yours today. So last video I talked all about kind of pre-emergent timing and kind of figuring out, hey, when's the right time to put down? Well, now here's the video that's going to show you how exactly to put it down and what I'm going to be putting down in my yard this year. If you started to notice, a lot of you are probably starting to get some days, the temperature's starting to rise. You can see right here, just between the last time I did a video, the lawn's starting to come alive. You can see everything's starting to come to life. The cool lawn season is getting ready to get underway very quickly. And so now's that time for the first application of the year, and that's our pre-emergent application. If you don't know what a pre-emergent is, that's putting something down that kind of stops weeds before they germinate. So that's where you get the pre-emergent. Then video number 2 in this series is going to be all about, once you see those weeds in your lawn, killing it with a post-emergent. Having proper weed control is a foundational piece of your lawn care strategy. Now, when we're talking about these pre-emergents and what they're targeting, we're really looking to target crabgrass before it really starts to take over. Now, both of these products will cover other weeds, typically are grassy weeds, but the main culprit is going to be crabgrass, because crabgrass is really a strong weed as we get later on in the season. And so we want to put something down now so that our lawn can kind of have a barrier to knock out any crabgrass that's getting ready to go to grow in your lawn. And so that way, anything that sneaks through this barrier that we're going to put down, then you can attack it with a post-emergent later. If you skip this pre-emergent application, you run the risk of whatever's lying out there just in waiting, popping up and striking at a moment's notice. So this is kind of what I would consider our defense or our shield in our lawn care strategy. And so I believe this is really the most foundational piece that you can really do. Now, the two products I have here, first is good old faithful. This is Prodiamine. You can see here, it's called Stonewall here, but if you look at the actual active ingredient, it's Prodiamine. And that is, to me, the top dog when it comes to pre-emergence. It really lasts a long time in your lawn, and it does a great job of taking out that crabgrass before it pops up. Now, the other one I'm holding here, this is called Terosity with the active ingredient Mesotrione. Now, with this one here, this is one of the few pre-emergents that you can put down that you can actually grow grass seed in. So I love this pre-emergent here in the fall, because when I like to do my seeding, I can put this down on the same day that I'm planting my grass seed, and it won't kill the new grass. This stuff right here, you cannot seed with. If you put this over here, it creates a vapor barrier that will also not allow your new grass seed to plant. So if you have spots that you're going to be trying to plant this season, then you want to go for this and not this when it comes to this spring. And then lastly, I want to speak to the Scott's 4-step program, as you can see here on the screen. If you look at step 1 of the Scott's 4-step, you can see it's a crabgrass preventer in there, but its active ingredient is not Prodiamine. Its active ingredient is pendimethalin. Now, pendimethalin and Prodiamine act a lot the same. Now, when it comes to the differences between the two, Prodiamine is usually considered a little bit better. It lasts a little bit longer in the soil than what pendimethalin does. But with Prodiamine, you're only a pre-emergent. The thing is with the Scott's 4-step is they build it kind of as almost like a foolproof way of having a nice yard. That pendimethalin, while it doesn't last as long in the soil like Prodiamine does, what it does also give you is it also gives you some post-emergent effectiveness. And so what it's designed for is maybe homeowners who aren't following channels like this that might not get their timing right. So maybe they throw it down too late and they miss that kind of 55-degree soil temperature window we're shooting for. When they miss that window, they don't even know there was a window. They go by step one, and instead of them throwing down a product that doesn't work, that pendimethalin in there does actually catch some of the stuff that's already germinated that the prodiamine wouldn't catch. So if you're brand new to this and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know about the timing windows, go back and watch my video from last week where I talk about how to figure out what your soil temperatures are and when's the perfect time to put down pre-emergent. Because I think if you can hit that window, prodiamine's the slightly better way to go. But if you're kind of worried if you've missed it already, Scott's step one is going to be just as effective. So when it comes to these pre-emergents, all of them are going to have maximum annual rates that you can put down. Now you can see, depending on your grass type, you might be 5 pounds per 1,000 square feet, or like a little over 3.37 pounds per 1,000 square feet there. Now what I like to do is I like to actually, instead of putting the max rate down right now, I like to split it in half and then do half of it now as my first application of the year, and then do the second half here a couple months later as we get closer to Memorial Day, and then do the second half of the application to get to the max rate. The reason this is because I'm trying to have a more bulletproof strategy when I'm putting down this pre-emergent. If I do it all at once right now, maybe we get some weird weather phenomena or something kind of limits the effectiveness of this first application. I have a second one that's coming a little bit later that can still catch some of the crabgrass that's getting ready to germinate, as opposed to if something happens with this first one, then it's wiped out the whole thing, and now I'm a lot more susceptible to crabgrass. So it's just kind of a personal preference as you go there. So now we want to get into how do you actually figure out how much of this product you're putting on your lawn. So now there's two ways to ensure that you put down a proper application. The first one's a lot more on the safer route, and that is actually going and weighing out how much product you're putting in your spreader before you push it out. So once you kind of know how much product is in your spreader, you know that you can't over apply. The other route, which is a little bit simpler but not as secure, is going to be just reading the back of the bag. On the back of the bag, it'll tell you what spreader setting to set your spreader to, and so you could just load up the hopper, set the spreader, and then walk your lawn knowing that, hey, that should be ideally putting down the proper application. Now, the thing to know is some of these spreaders aren't always accurate. So if you all of a sudden feel like it's just dumping out a bunch of product, your spreader might be calibrated wrong or something. Now, they try to make the Scott spreaders more foolproof, but it is just something to be aware of, that if you don't actually measure how much you're putting down, you could be susceptible to over applying a product if your spreader isn't set properly. So the bag here actually makes it really easy to kind of figure all the math out that we need to look at. So if you look here, this 5.05 is the max rate for the year. So if I'm going to be doing split applications, I just look a couple over 2.52. So that's essentially half of the max. So if you're going to be doing split applications, the bag kind of even already does the work for you of showing you what spreader setting you need to do to be putting out the half rate application or the max rate application, obviously depending on your grass type. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take your luggage scale in your empty 5-gallon bucket and get the empty weight of the bucket. And you'll see right here that this weighs 2.1 pounds. So once I know that, I can then add the amount I'm going to need to cover a 5,000 square foot lawn, measure it to get the right weight, and I'm good to go. And so you can see here now I've measured out, this is the exact amount of prodiamine that I would need to put down for a 5,000 square foot lawn with a half rate application. Now all I need to do is load it up into my spreader with the right setting from on the back of the bag and just push it out through my entire lawn. So you can see there, my spreader is set to a 6 and it's ready for me to push. Now all I got to do is just make sure it gets watered in with about a 1/2 inch of water. Good thing for me, it's supposed to rain, I think about an inch tomorrow. So I should be good to go naturally. A lot of us this early in spring aren't gonna have our irrigation systems turned on. So just make sure you're timing it up with when it's gonna be raining within a few days afterwards. So now let me talk you through what it's like to put down Mesotrione. So when you're going to be going with the Mesotrione so that you can do some actual seeding, what you're going to get is this and a little syringe. And what you'll be able to do is you'll read the product label and you'll be able to find out exactly how much of this product has to go in each gallon of water. So what you'll do is then have a 1 gallon, 5 gallon, however big your lawn is and how big of a sprayer you have, you're going to go put that amount into the tank mixed with water, and typically it's going to go down for every gallon. It's going to cover about 1,000 square feet. So if you have a 5,000 foot lawn, you do essentially 5 gallons. I have a nice big backpack sprayer, 5 gallons of water with the right amount of this in it, and then I just walk my lawn slowly and kind of do a blanket application, and that's going to give me some of that pre and post-emergent control. Because I just put down the Prodiamine, I don't want to go and put down this on top of it. So I'm going to show you some footage of what I did in the fall when I was doing some of my seeding and I actually used this product. So just like doing a granular product, when you're doing liquids, I'm going to have a specific amount that I need to do per gallon of water. So I got it measured out and then use the syringe to add it to my tank of water. Then I go and I finish filling up the tank to the right amount of gallons that I'm going to use. So now that's all there really is to it for your pre-emergent application. So if you follow along with this channel, I'm going to go and put a second half of the application as it gets closer to May, and then kind of do that complete 2 applications by splitting it in half. Now, one other thing I like to do on the very first application of the year is, along with my pre-emergent, this is the time I put down my first fertilizer application of the season, because now as spring starts ramping up, this is the time where we try to get aggressive growth for our grass. This is the time to feed your lawn, because your lawn's going to be ready to roll because the temperatures are going to be nice. And so I recommend going and getting a nice all-around fertilizer to put down on your lawn at this exact same time. Don't mix them into the hopper with the pre-emergent, but do 2 separate applications. Put down your pre-emergent and then go put down your fertilizer. And now with fertilizer, you can do it the exact same way that I measured out with the pre-emergent for figuring out how much product needs to go on your lawn. So for me today, I'm deciding to put down this fertilizer here, which is a 13-13-13. 13% nitrogen, 13% phosphorus, 13% potassium. Just kind of an all-purpose, all-around fertilizer. All my grass out here is pretty new, still trying to really get established well. So I'm kind of just going to get it a little bit, all of its nutrients here, and really just try to get my lawn jump started to go to the season. The biggest thing here is just to get fertilizing, get started with it. Other fertilizers, if you're new to fertilizing, things that I really like is I like some of the natural fertilizers. You can see, I know Menards has a brand. Milorganite is probably the most popular brand. Those fertilizers are fun, safe for your lawn, that aren't going to burn it out. But just get a fertilizer, get started fertilizing, because this is the time to kind of get started. Put it all down the same day you put your pre-emergent, and you will be good to go and off and running.